meeting. So I think it's only us three here. This business talking is new here on Talking Talks. So basically, my meetings will be about business. So today we are going to talk about being in the business world. But each Monday it's a different subject about it. The next week will be about interviews. So we are going to talk about this whole thing about working and all those stuff. So first of all, I would say a little bit. I know that you already know how TNT works, but I have to explain that. So TNT, we basically here in the meetings, we are not a class. We're just a group to talk in English for almost 1 hour. And when there's a lot of people here, I am the host, so I am responsible to guide the conversation with a subject and some questions. And when we have a lot of people, I am responsible as well to divide us into small rooms so we can talk better about the subject. And then 10 minutes before we finish, I bring everyone back to the main room to see how the conversation was. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. So my name is Isabella. I am 26 years old. I am a production engineering. I used to work in the automotive industry, but nowadays I work in the food industry. It's called PepsiCo. I think you already know the company that do Todinho, Toddy, Cheetos, Doritos, and all those stuff. I am a quality coordinator there. I have a team with 13 people. And what more? I live with my parents, but I used to live at Goiânia last year. I really miss this place because I get very used to there. And I live in São Paulo with my parents and my brother. So I would like to know a little bit about you guys. Jefferson, you can start.
Yeah, I know the company from Aparecida de Goiânia.
Yes.
Yes, I know.
You are from Goiânia?
Yeah, I'm from Goiânia.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I
I'm
love the
Jefferson.
city.
I'm
I will be
from,
visiting there in 24th with to see my friends that I made.
yeah, I live in
Yeah.
Goiânia. Is the best city of Brazil because I live here, the most beautiful city of Brazil.
Yes, it is. I totally
I'm
agree.
I'm I'm economist. I work
Mhm.
as economist, business consultants, and as a professor from Catholic University of Goiás, where I
Mhm.
teach Brazilian economics, develop economics, financial, and agro industrialization post graduation course.
Mhm.
And I love to be
Great.
here with you talking English to talk about business. I love business,
Yeah, definitely.
especially
My
financial
pleasure.
business.
How old are you?
I give my age away.
Sorry, didn't get it.
I gave my age away. I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
my age. 64.
Okay, no problem.
I gave my age
It's
away.
it's not a polite question, right?
No problem. No problem.
Great, nice to meet you, Jefferson. Hope you like it, the conversation. Marcio, how about you?
So, 38 and married, and I'm from Bahia, and now I live in São José dos Campos, control site of São Paulo, and I work in warehouse, logistics, commerce, and supply chain, general logistical, right? And
Mhm.
this is my first in my job, and I like about the area logistic. It's important in the road, all right?
Mhm.
And so I don't know English very well because I've never English before. Today,
Mhm.
this year I study English every single day on changing. That's it, all right. And but I'm here to learn about the question with you, and both in English, yes, but and one question, don't feel the class, all right? I don't know in English, and how can I say tema, in English, no, your class. And so,
The subject.
yeah, all right.
Mhm.
That's it.
Thank you, Marcio. Jefferson, I already know you. I saw you some meetings before. I don't know if it was on my meetings or the others, but I remember you. You opened your camera, and I remember. Okay, guys.
Do we have questions or free lab?
Uh,
Today is free lab?
let me send here. Sorry? Yes. Mhm.
It's cutting cut off your voice.
Guys, I don't know if it's my, sorry? It's my internet. Are you guys listening to me? Well,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Okay.
it's better now.
I'm going to send the questions here. Let me put it here. So today, as I told you before, we are going to talk about business. So the first question that I have here is, are you interested in the world of business? Jefferson, I think you can start. Jefferson?
It's okay. It's cutting. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
But I'm very interested as economist. I work with this every day. I need to read about everything about business, the world of business. I love this. For example, about financial business, you must to invest in a lot of financial products, and I use to read every day about this. And today I read about Porto of Santos Port. It's an interesting discussion. Will be privatized or not in this government? I think we will not. Maybe in the next. They change a lot of things because it's very important. Mars was talking about the chain, the supply chain. I think it's very important. Port of Santos for this. I think it's the biggest port of Brazil. I read today about ethanol, big companies about ethanol. It's very interesting how they improved your production and how to gain money, to gain markets, and to think about the world. And to finish, I read about the GBF, the strategy of GBF. It's a company from Goiás, and now it's the biggest of the world. It's the biggest of the world with beef.
GBF. It's a company. They do what?
Yeah.
JBS, right?
GBF.
JBS. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Like
GBS. Yeah.
So you say GBF with F.
Oh, sorry.
No
I think
problem.
it's a very important company, and I was reading about this strategy. And this, just to finish, I was reading about the business plan of Petrobras. It's very interesting for the next 5 or 6 years. How you change the core, yeah? The core. They are changing now for solar plants, something like this. and not just about petrol,
Mhm.
not just produce petrol like pre-salt, for example, pre-salt.
Mhm.
Because I think the company must to
Got it.
diversify your production to see new opportunities in the future and to survive too, long term.
Got it. Thank you, Jefferson. You are really into the business because you do that every day, I think. So you must read a lot of things, a lot of stuff about it. How about you, Marcio? Are you interested in business?
Yes, of course.
Marcio?
All right. Yes, can you hear? See?
Yes. I
Okay.
think my internet is unstable, but don't worry.
Okay. And about the questions, yes, I'm interested, of course, because very important, even about the our country and for very important because next years I think very have very complicated I think next year but
Mhm.
uh, this year I'm interested a lot about the business for me because my area, all right, and my area and logistic and in general, for me is very important about the uh, pandemic and business is very interesting. Our the world and and yeah, easy. For me, interesting uh, the world of business.
Mhm. Yes, totally agree, Marcio. I was saying that to you, but I forgot. You never study English. You're just studying for 7 months, right? Here on CNT. You speak very well. Like you're studying by yourself now here on
Yeah, yeah,
CNT.
yeah, yeah. Mm, it's
You
English.
speak very, very well.
Thank you. So thank you. Sorry, my children.
No problem.
So about the my English, I don't think so. It's very well, but train
No, but
English.
thing is, the thing is because you told us, sorry, you told us that you started studying for a few months ago only, and you already know how to do like phrases and stuff like that. That is so difficult when you start learning something new, and that's why I said that that I said congratulations because I know that it's hard to do the phrases, but you understand well and you can speak properly. That's why I mentioned, and I forgot to say that in the beginning, sorry. But okay, I will put my point of view about the first question. I'm not interested in the world of business. Like I'm not a person that reads a lot about it, about technologies and all those stuff. I only know the business of some companies, but not about the financial things about it, and not like how can I say their development about 5.0 industry and all the stuff. I only know the industry that I am inserted in. So I think I am interested, but I don't read as much as I wanted to do. So I think I should start doing that because it's very important to keep knowing the companies and how things are here, especially in Brazil. The second question is, do you think you have a good head for business? Like, are you visionary, or do you like to start something, some business about yourself? Like, I forgot the name, like empresario. Marcio, what do you think? Are
So
you
I
this kind
think,
of person?
okay, I don't, I, I think so this year, all right? And my mind this year, it's very, for me, uh, about the, uh, about the business this year is very good because I'm l- I'm learning about the about the business this year. Before I don't think
Mhm.
so. All right, before, but my area it's very important. But for me, uh, last years, for example, uh, I didn't interesting for me, but this year is very very important about the business, about the in general, and so my mind, I don't think so. Having impresario, all right. I don't know in English,
Mhm.
but I like business this year. I'm studying business this year. All right, it is
Mhm.
very in my mind. This year, it's good about the business. I'm interested a lot for me. Uh, business and for me, mm, my mind is this year is very different about the before,
Mhm.
in general, all right. So
Okay.
I'm studying very very good. In my case, I wake up early every day about the my area, about the my study English. For me this year, it's very important for me.
Great, great, Marcia. Thank you for sharing. How about you, Jefferson?
I
I
think
think
in
the word is
entrepreneur,
like
yeah, yeah,
yes, entrepreneur.
entrepreneur
Yes.
in French, because it's a French name, no,
Oh, okay.
yeah, maybe businessman, maybe
Mm-hmm.
businessman, yeah. Yeah. Or they are not the companies, CEO, something like this. But asking the questions if I have a good head for business, yes. In theory, because I spent almost my whole life teaching about business plan, about financial, all of this. And today I work as a professor and with business plan too, with business consultants, with companies. For example, evaluation of the company, what is the best way to do a good project, to look for money from, por exemplo, Fundo Constitucional do Centro-Oeste, Constitutional Fund from West, Central West. I think it's very important how to work with funds. I think it's very this kind of thing. And in my whole life, I'm very proactivity person. As a director of department, I work in the government as chief of a lot of things like secretariats, like chief of department, superintendents, and etc. etc. I think it's very, very good for me. And in all places that I have passed, I just pay attention to be proactive. And I think for you to be good at business, you must be proactive.
Yes, totally agree. And you have to like look up for things that are like in a holistic way as a whole. You cannot see things like the way they are and only some pillars. You have to see as a whole thing for you to know what's the best decision to make or the next step and stuff like that. So that's why I think you have to be a lot of things to have a good mindset to business, and one of them for sure is being proactive. Totally agree, Jefferson. I think I'm not sure I have a good head for business. I like to know a lot of things about something, but like in the business, I think it's the complement of the third question. I would like to start something, but before I do that, I have to like study a lot about it to make sure that I understand everything, to do not make any wrong move. So I think I don't have I didn't reach this already. I think I have to study more about business to have a good head to this. So the third question, like joining them together, what kind of business would you like to start, Jefferson? If you weren't like a teacher or if you wasn't in this kind of thing, oh, what you would like to do, like to start? What kind of business?
No, I don't like to do. I'm doing. I'm doing business consultants for I think 3 years. Yeah, for 3 years. And it's very important because, as I said, as a professional, I taught all my whole life about business plan in thesis, in theory, and now I'm putting practice. I think it's very important. You study the market, you study the marketing, you study the competition, you study about prices, you study about costs, you study about the scenarios. Scenarios, I think it's very important. I love to work with scenarios because I work with so many figures, so many numbers, and to work with data, for me, it's very important. And when you put all of this in your business, I think it's very important. It's a way you begin. You need to have a holistic comprehension of all the things to start a business.
Yes.
But in my case, I love to be counselor. I'm not to be CEO, but to to advise some entrepreneurs to do this and to do that. What's the best way to do this and to do that?
Great, Jefferson, your point of view. And I totally agree, because once you know how to do stuff, you can do any business that you want to do. Like when you know deeply about this subject about business, I think you have success in any way that you choose to be on. So I totally agree. Marcio, how about you? What kind of business would you like to start if you wasn't working with logistics?
So, in my case, I like to play music instruments, all right, and
Mhm.
different uh, musical instruments. And who knows one day this kind of business? I don't know. Or yes, or no. Yes, or administrator or teacher, for example. Yeah,
Mhm.
kind of for me, business music instruments, all right. Because I like since my childhood, childhood, and now different rhythms, different instruments, all right. And who knows? I don't know. Oh, yes, on day this kind of business.
Yes, I know a friend that she has one musical school. It's good because she loves it. She's a pianist, I think, and she loves doing that. And she has a lot of students um, to play a lot of instrumental instruments, and it's great. I think you would like to do this kind of business as well. I I would like to start a business of like having a bar or a restaurant. I think it's very cool. I love eating out, so I would like to have a restaurant for me or a bakery or this kind of business. I think I would enjoy so much. But I think I would have certain problems with that because I would eat everything that I sell. And I think it wouldn't last for the people to eat there. But I think I would like to have this kind of business. I think it's interesting to be around people and to see people going to the place that you are working on. I think it's fun. Let's go to another one, the fourth. And do you think anyone can start their own business? Marcio, do you think like starting a business is for everyone that wants to? Marcio?
Oh, I'm sorry, my
No problem.
microphone is mute. And yes, anyone can start, of course. But firstly, just believe, all right? And
Mm-hmm.
so it's very hard, all right? And stood a lot. Uh, is it possible? Uh, anyone can start the our bus, of course. I think so because
Mm-hmm.
firstly, just believe in the area and study about the area, study uh, a lot
Mm-hmm.
because not easy. Yeah, it's very hard about the business. Yes, I believe anyone
Mm-hmm.
and in general. Yes, but it's very hard. But it's
Mm-hmm.
study a lot about the area.
Yeah, it's hard. Yes, it's hard. How about you, Jefferson? Do you agree with Marcio? Do you think it's hard
Yeah,
to
it's hard.
start
Yeah,
a business?
but I think
Do you
I
think
don't
that
agree
it's for
with.
everyone?
No, no, it's impossible. It's impossible. I can't imagine a society that everybody is a businessman. It's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
because you must to have a lot of quality. For example, how you must to you know how to say sometimes how to answer no and yes for a lot of situations.
Mhm.
And I know a lot of guys can say this. You must to learn, as Marcia said, about the best practice of business, and you must to learn. I don't believe in common sense. You must
Mhm.
to do a lot of courses about this. You must to be ambitious. It's very important to be ambitious. Is not to put money in the business and you think everything will be okay. I don't believe in this. Yeah, it's very important you have business relationship with the other, how to buy, how to sell. I think this is very important. And just to finish, I think it's a good businessman. You must to inspire those around you.
Mhm.
I think it's very
Okay.
important. And it's very difficult for a lot of guys to do all of this. So to become a successful entrepreneurship is
Mhm.
not so easy. It's not for all. It's not
Yeah.
it's not for all, unfortunately.
Yes, I agree more with Jefferson than Marcio, because I think just to add something as in what you said, Jefferson, I think you have to be resilient because there's a lot of difficulties in the beginning. You have to put more money than you receive. So I think you have to be persistent with that and bear in mind that things will go wrong at first to make it right after. And as you said, you have to like invest to inspire people. You have to know about what you're doing, otherwise you're going to be broke. I don't know how to say that because I know a lot of companies that started and then after some months they broke because they didn't have money enough. They they wouldn't their marketing or things went wrong. People start robbing, I don't know if it's robbing Roubar things. So you have to have a strong mind to do that, and it's not easy because all now those oops yes the people start stealing. Thank you, Jefferson. I forgot the word. And you have to have a strong mind to do that, and it's a lot of time that you have to be studying before you start it. I have an uncle that he started in a business of pillows, and he bought a company that was already in the marketing, but they were not getting any profit. And then he had to study for 1 year and a half about this company, what kind of business they used to do, the incomes and outcomes, and he had to study a lot. Nowadays he has the factory and stuff. It was very nice, but in the first time, the first period, like this whole 1 year and a half, he has to study a lot. So I think it's not for everybody, and I think it's for resistant and resilient people as well. Let's go to the 5. What are the dangers of having your own business? What things that you think that is that can be wrong about having your own business? Jefferson, I think you can start.
I think the first thing you must to have a very good business plan and to follow the business plan.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the point, because we have a lot of entrepreneurs in Brazil. Unfortunately, they haven't a business plan. So it's very dangerous, as you said. You can go broke, you can go about bankruptcy, something like this. It's not so easy. And you must know a lot about the markets, how the market is working. I think it's very important. You must have a vision of your business. Sometimes you haven't a vision of your business, so it's very dangerous. It's very common. Yes, I like to do this, I like to do that. As you said, I love to eat chocolate. I must to, I want to build a factory of chocolates. It's okay, or a bakery, something like this. But at the end, you just will eat the chocolate and not to sell the chocolate.
Yes.
So sometimes, as a bar, I have a lot of friends that used to build a bar and love to drink with all the friends, and so it's it's not so easy, danger for the
Yes.
business. You can drink, you never can drink with your clients.
Yes, that's true.
Steroids. It's worrisome. Yeah.
You have to be very professional. You have to have this in mind as well. Thank you, Jefferson. Marcio, how about you? What do you think it can go wrong about having your own business? For example, as you said in the musical school, or doing something about the musical stuff. What do you think that can be wrong? Can go wrong?
So about the musical, if you have other people, I think about the question, people, because have different personality, all right? Is difficult, and difficulty, I think, people, but it's okay. Yeah, is for me it's good, but about the questions and dangers, I think people, because different personality, but it's okay. And different personality for me, it's I agree. And different personality, I'm I'm study about the personality. And yes, I think people.
Yes, yes, I agree. I think every wrong step can be can put your expectations down, and you have to be very careful, because there's a lot of things that can go wrong, like as you said, Marcio, about the personalities that you choose to the people, like the people that you choose and their personalities, um as socios or stuff. The money, I think you can think that you are not going to spend a lot of money, but then you start spending the money that you don't have, to keep continue the business. I think it's another thing that can go wrong. And I have a lot of examples, but for me it's mostly this two. Let me put the sixth question. Would you include your own name in your business name? Marcio, would you include something like your name, like for example, Marcio's car, or Marcio school?
No, I don't think so, because it's Marcy school. It's I think
Can be a lot of Marcios. It's not an
bad.
inclusive
All right.
name.
Uh,
Mhm.
I think Bet and Mass School. Oh, I think it's better, very good. I think Ribeiro School. All right.
Mhm.
I don't know. Um, I last name. All right. My
Mhm.
last name. Yeah, I remember in English. Ribeiro School.
Mhm.
For me, it's different, and
Really nice.
I think I included my last name, for example.
Mhm. Mhm. Yes, I think Ribeiro is better than Marcio.
Yeah.
How about you, Jefferson? Would you include your name in your
No,
business?
no,
No?
never. No, I can't
Oh my
associate
God.
this because the history of the main big businessmen of the world, they can do this. I really about Warren Buffett, about Elon Musk,
Mhm.
about Bill Gates, and etc. You can see the name of them
Yes.
in your business. I think it's not so good.
Mhm.
Just for guys like you saw here in Goiânia, like o
Mhm.
Mabel, né? Sandro Mabel is a
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's a
Yes,
politician
Sandro
man, né?
Mabel.
He used the name of
Yes.
Mabel, né?
Uh-huh.
He used to send cookies, né? And a lot of things, not just cookies, but a lot of things,
Yes.
sweets and cookies. And the name Mabel, and then Pepsi Corporation and Pepsi Corporation now. Bye bye from Goiás. Né? It's a new
Yes.
company
Yes.
now.
It's Camille. Yes, it's Camille now. They bought, I think one month ago or something. I think it was on eh, August or September. They sold Mabel to Camille, but Mabel it's a easy name. I think that's why he put, because if it was like Barbaroto, I think he wouldn't put it because it's a very long name.
Yeah.
I wish I could put my name, my last name on like a bar, as I said, or a restaurant. I think it would be fine. But if it was a huge business, I wouldn't put, or barba or something like that. I think I would like it. Let's go to the other one, guys. I think we can skip the 7. Let's go to the 8. Do men or women take more successful? Do men or women make more successful business people? Do you think more women or men? Jefferson.
I think this is a trick. I can't answer this question. It's impossible to answer because I think we must treat the human as the same way. But unfortunately, the reality shows that the most successful business is from men,
Yes.
unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
If you see the owner of the big companies, if you see the best CFO or CEO of the world, unfortunately, all of them are men and not women. That's our reality. But I
Yes,
don't
that's
agree.
our
Maybe
reality.
in the future we change.
Yes,
Maybe in the future we
we
change.
are trying to change that nowadays. I think all most of the companies, they are looking at it and they want to change that. PepsiCo is one of them because our target and our objective in 2025 is to have half percent of women and half percent of men in leadership roles, and we are willing to that. We are almost getting there. For example, in my case, in operations itself, that is the area that I work, it's 46% of women. So I think it's a good point, because sometimes people doubt about the capacity, the capability, no, the capacity of women to do their own things. And I think it shouldn't be right like that. And companies that has this mindset of men on the as a leader in a leadership, they are not going very far with this mindset. So I think that's why this is one of the reasons that I love working at PepsiCo. It's because of that, because they have a lot of opportunities for women, um, even if they are pregnant or not, regardless their color of the skin, the gender. So I think it's a company that really stands for the person itself, not only your skills, but your soft skills, like how you treat others and how do you deal with the society problems as well. Marcio, how about you? Do you think that I forgot the question. Do you think that more men or women they make more money? More women
So,
or men?
okay.
Sorry, I didn't
And
get it.
uh,
Can-
um, so it's will depend on the overcore of each one. And as I said, is it possible for anyone to have their own business? All right. For me, in my mind, the man or woman is and so uh, to believe. Uh,
Do you
uh,
think more women would be like
no,
more successful than men?
yes, man or woman, yes, both for me, yes, both
Mm-hmm.
make more successful business. Uh, both for me, it's possible, all right. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but it have belief, all right, have belief is possible for anyone. Depend if they man or woman and believe for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, yes. I think we have time for one more question, and we are going to skip to question number 10. What advice would you give to people starting in business? Jefferson, what advice that you give to the others already when
Study
they?
business plan. Study business plan.
Mm-hmm.
Because you need to know about markets, you need to know about marketing, you need to know about competition, you need to know about price, you need to know about scenarios, economic scenarios, you need to know about everything. So I think the best way, and I never try to start a business without a plan.
Mm-hmm. Good. Awesome advice. What would you say to them, Marcio, for people that want to start their own business?
So have to believe, all right, because the my advice and believe, all right, but very I don't know and carefully. I don't know how can I say cuidado
Mm-hmm.
in English.
Careful.
Careful, careful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yes, and study a lot and yes, study have to believe and carefully because it's very hard about the business. It's very difficult too. And yes, believe it. Because I
Mhm.
believe because I said I believe in my life about the study in general, no English, no musical. Yes, my area study and study. I believe in study and I believe in I don't know in superação, superar
Mhm.
because they have after after they good after they bad, all right, but and believe.
Thank you, Marcio, for sharing. Just to complement what Jefferson said, to do that, but also be patient. Have good people around you, people that sometimes know more than the business than you, and also have a schedule to do stuff like have like a project. How can I say? I forgot the name. It's somewhere that you put your objectives and a target for them. So you have to have the whole plan, like with dates and targets to accomplish them. I think so, guys. I think we have only 2 minutes. Did you like the conversation? How was that for you, Jefferson? Did you like to talk a little bit about business?
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's something different. Every day we talk
Mhm.
almost the same thing about life and this and that, this and that. I think we
Yeah.
need to talk more about business side, and I love to talk about business. I love. Congratulate
Mhm.
for you, Isabella.
No
You
problem.
you drove well. You drove well.
Thank you.
You drove
Thank you.
well. Yeah.
I, I try because it's a hard, there's a lot of hard subjects about business and you have to explore them to make sure everyone participates because not everyone is inserted on that. Like you are a teacher and a consultant. I am working quality team in a company, so there's people that are different and sometimes they don't even have like a boss or stuff to talk about. So that so whatever. Thank you very much, Jefferson. Marcio, how about you? Did you like it?
Yes, I like. It's amazing.
Marcio?
About
Thank you.
yes,
Go
yes,
ahead.
I like it about the question. The business for me
Mhm,
very interesting. All right, for me, it's amazing.
mhm.
Thanks so much about the question.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope you guys can come next week. I will put here the link of the survey to for you to share your opinion about how was the meeting, if we need to improve something that is going to be better for you guys. And also if you have anything to share or opinions or suggestions about subjects to for us to talk in the next meetings, feel free to share. And I really appreciate you guys here today. Thank you for coming. And I hope to see you guys next week. Have a nice and a very great week ahead. Thank you. Thank you so
Bye
much.
bye.
So,
Bye,
Take
bye
care.
Jefferson. Bye,
bye.
Marcio. Bye
Take care.
bye. See you. Have a nice